Hello, hello, hello. It's another day of Joe's Dentures videos. So I'm gonna show you how to do lab relines. Lab relines is different than soft relines. Lab relines normally are needed for people that are constantly changing. You know, if you lose weight, you might need a lab reline because your dentures start feeling loose in you. If you just had extraction in a couple weeks that goes by, you will be feeling your denture loose. Then the soft reline is not gonna be actually start feeling good. Your denture start feeling thick. You're gonna need a lab reline. So the lab relines has some steps that you have to follow. In this video, I'm gonna try to find the simplest way to do it and an expensive way to do it. That you can do it for you on yourself. You don't have to pay any professional to do that for you. You will save yourself some money and time, and not to go to the dental office to do your lab relines when you can actually do it at home. So again, if you just like this video and or it's the first time you here, don't forget to subscribe and hit a notification bell, and then also give me the like button, and then you can share the video also, you know, so you can help the channel grow. Stay tuned, and I will be showing you immediately how to do the lab reline. So to do this demonstration, I would say that I have this model here to show how it will look in you, the dentures that need a lab reline. So let's imagine this is you, or okay, I can say this: you bought this denture online and doesn't fit, and you just want to wear it to go to the store with it. So what you do when you just bought a denture online and need to wear it? Reline it. You know, simple. Reline it. So with this reline, it will adjust to your gums. So it's so loose like this, really loose, and you're just gonna make the adjustment for you. So here is the first step to create this lab reline. I'm gonna follow this step just like how they do it at the dental office. So normally they have a gun like this. Okay, they have a gun like that, and they have a tips, they have this material, they have a gun like that. You can order this online, you can order everything online. This is the cartridge with the relaxing material, with the impression materials. This is the tip. You can get this online. It's simple. So I will show you how it works. So this is how it works. You put this, you can do this with the also the material, like a soft reline material. You can use the soft reline material too. You don't have to use this. If you have a new soft reline material in your denture, you can use it. This is the impression material that it will take impression of your new gum, and we will create a new model. So I fill this up. You will put that in your mouth. I kind of imagine this is you, and you just put it, hold it with your thumb, and with this coming off, kind of stuck it in. And when you're feeling like it's getting you're getting hang of it, make sure you have your lower denture also so you can bite together, because that impression can change the way you bite. You have to have your lower denture on when you're doing this. You have to make sure that you're biting correctly, because that Reline can change the way you bite. Yes. So then you wait about 2.5 minutes or 3 until this material sets. Because what we're gonna do, you're gonna have an impression of your new measurement on your new gums. People changes. The bone changes when you lose weight. The bone changes when you just had a surgery, and changes every single week or every single day. So it's pretty much kind of a setting right here. If you can tell, it's kind of a setting. So I'm positioning like that, imagining this is you. This is you taking the impression of yourself, right? So it might feel uncomfortable, or you want to gag, or you want to have a poor gag reflex. Just hold it on until you feel like it's time to get it off. It's past 2 minutes. I'm going to pull it out. So this is gonna be the impression, the new impression. It came out just like the model, like that. So what to do next? I'm going to don't worry about that, because you can still grind this off from the model. You can still take a little knife and grind this out when you pour it. So what I'm gonna do here is create a model of this new impression of you change gums. So what I'm gonna do here is create a model, the new model with this impression in here. This is the new impression. I'm gonna create a model. So here is the stone, here is my water. Remember, the ratio of the stone is the same. If you put in 6 tablespoons of a stone, you use 6 tablespoons of water. It's the same ratio. I'm not using any measurement because I know my consistency, and I know how much of everything and how everything should look like. But if you are home and wondering how that gonna look like, I'm gonna show you. But the measurement is a 6 tablespoons of it, and then it's the equal ratio. So this is what the measurement is. But right now I just eyeballing it. I do this every single day, so I know what I'm looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, then you can follow the formula. So I kind of using pretty much all, because I need some base. So normally you put the water first and the stone over it, but I'm doing it backward because it's a little uncomfortable right here on the camera. So I'm pouring the water in. So then I'm gonna be mixing and checking on the consistency. There we go. This is the consistency right there. The consistency that you're looking for is not too runny. It's just perfect. See? Perfect consistency. So what you do is you grab your new impression, you put it in, you do this, so I don't want any air bubble. Normally at the laboratory they use a vibrator. I'm gonna fill it all up. Normally, you do the same way, the same procedures if you're doing the lowers too. But I'm demonstrating how to do the top. The lower is the same steps. Just filling it all up is easier. You see, you fill it all up. And what I'm gonna do here is just flip it. Is just flip it. You make sure all the areas are filled. You can come back when this is setting and put a more shape on it, considering you don't have a grinder at home to grind it off. Remember this. You can shape it up later when it's drying, considering you don't have a grinder at home to grind it off. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone for the next 20 minutes to set. And then but I'm gonna go back and check it out in the next 10 to kind of cut a little bit more off the edges. So as I was saying, in 5 minutes you can go back and do a little bit more work on your model, because you don't have a trimmer. So and you start kind of like taking off the areas that you can you need kind of a smaller model to work with. So just take advantage of your stone that is not completely set yet, but be careful, because also can fall apart on you. You can use your finger with the warm, with the wet hands, the water. It's kind of like you sanding them down. So as you can see, here is the model. You know, I already shaped it off all around. I didn't need to trim this. I actually smoothed it out when the stone was sitting. So you need kind of like some little nylon here, some little anything that you can put so you don't get your table day. So you're gonna need a jig. This is it's called jig, in order for you to reline your dentures. So this is simple steps that you actually do. It comes with a 2 screw. You separate this and you make sure everything is in place. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a little putty in area for the denture to sit. to sit on. So what you do is you kind of create some matrix and sit the denture over this putty, and you let it sit again. What you're doing there, you're creating a matrix where the denture should stay the mark of the teeth before you putting the other part of on. So you just wait another like 10 minutes to 15 minutes in order to put the lid on, and mix another stone for that to cure a little bit. So this is the last step of the process of jigging the reline. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the stone. Normally you can use a plaster to do this. I just don't have any plaster right now. So you just kind of put it as much as you can on the top, you know, so then that way you can put another cap on it. So as you can see, you can kind of shape it and so it doesn't drip on you. With the stone, when it's in this kind of a consistency, you can do whatever you want with it. Then you apply the top part of it, tie it up, and you finish it up, putting the rest of the stone so it doesn't come off on you. I normally like to put mine a little thick, so I know for sure the most pain is have this thing separate on you. It has to do it over again. As you can see, there's too many steps. So the next step will be separate it, pull the dentures out, and I started with the process of adding the acrylic. What you do with this is pretty much what you I'm gonna show you in the next video. I'm gonna have to split it in half because it will be a really long video. There is a few more steps to do, which is separate, condition the denture, and add the acrylic. And put it on a boil out or your pressure pot in order for that one to set. So again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you can do it now and subscribe. And I always making new videos every single week. Hit a notification and leave a comment in the description. I'm going to split this video in two parts, so the second part it will be coming for you to see what's next. What to do next with this Reline, which is already jigged. By the way, I figure I can show you that part of what's next, and this part is the separation, which is pulling the jig apart. So in order to take this denture out of the model and show you how the model will look like before you preparing the Reline. So as you can see, I will be taking the screws off, because you already example all this. Just example. Now we're gonna disassemble it. You know, taking everything apart. So as you can see, this is how it looks. We're just gonna separate it. See? This is the new model of how everything looks. Sometimes the teeth sticks on. It's good to sometimes put a paper on it. Yeah, so this is sometimes it's good to put a fine tissue paper all before you lay the dentures on. You can do that, like put a fine paper or tissue paper over the stone before you put the dentures over the stone, so that way you don't have that. You know, this is the matrix part of it, but like I was saying, you could probably take a little tissue, put it on the top of that stone, and put the denture over it, so then you don't have that problem separating everything. So, but this is sometimes it can be deep, or it can be, if you let the stone set a little bit longer, it will not create that indentation kind of too deep. So then you take the impression off. This is the next step of taking impressions off, and then I will be showing you what to do next with this. You have to rough this part off, and then kind of like condition your models and look for discrepancies. If you have to fix the discrepancies, don't forget to create your pause down. Also, because this is important for kind of for your dentures to stay in. Those the seal, palatal seal over here. Put that back on, and you can, with your knife, kind of clean those areas. This model had that. More likely your mouth will not have that, the original model. So this is the brand new model of your new tissue. Remember, this is the just demonstration. This is your mouth when the denture, it was loose. We took impression of that loose denture. So this is the new impression that you're gonna be using for your new fit. So just scrape any bubbles that you see, anything that you don't like, and you can scrape it, and then it will be almost ready for the next step. Because the next step will be is for you to put that back on here, the matrix, fill it up with the acrylic, and put this back on, tie it up, and then start cleaning up. You can even take, I'm gonna show you the next step. I'm gonna leave it on here with this step, so in the next video I'll show you the next step and the finishing part of it. So again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification, and leave a comment on the comment sections, so I know that if you have any questions you can ask, and I'll be willing to respond. So this is the lab Reline video.